Well, welcome along, everyone. It is our privilege, our pleasure to say welcome to the Halo World Championships. It is day one, and it is the start of what is going to be an incredible journey for these teams and players. Still finds one in the feed. That's going to create some space here for Native to push forward. Barcode finds another. Cycle might be the third dead here, and he is. It's Barcode who finds two for his team, and that will now be Native Gaming stepping inside of that hill and pick up the kills. Somehow, they've managed to wrangle a camo, at least contest on that side of the map. And even though Barcode picks it up, it's not at the detriment of his team too much because three players have fallen. 1v1, maybe for the hill here. Trade's going to come in. There is another player from Shopify who's going to step inside of this hill. Tapping buttons and Gilk are going to try and flush him out before he can cap. But Suppress manages to stay alive just long enough to put Shopify into the lead here. But it looks like the decision has been made here for Shopify Rebellion. They're going to try and use this camo to pick up a series of kills and run that clock down.
Unbelievable shots there from Cycle. He was never losing that battle. You just saw how consistent that was. He might pick up another one. It's a triple kill late game for Cycle.
Pushes to try and get back into this.
What a late run here from Cycle. We talked about him before this tournament, just what he's capable of. He'll QT right out against the stick and the killing spree with the QT. It's beautifully done. 30 seconds left here. They'll pick up the early kills, 3-1 lead, as he's going to start to poke and prod here in Yard. He's got the help as well. What a stick, though, from APG.
Well, the comms back into the game, and it's an element of concern in those comms, and understandably so. It was a 4-dead, it was a 3-dead. The shock rifle is now in the hands of Native Gaming, and they're up by 23-14.
It was a 2-kill game when we got into that listening with a camo in hand, and instead now it's a very, very different game. Shopify, though, managing to keep things close. Finally, a triple kill comes in here from Mental on the
It's
train.
only 5 to go now for Native Gaming. They are getting closer and closer, step by step.
A few more kills coming in here. Gilky's going to be the last player alive here on Loop, so it will be. I think 4 dead. He has a triple kill. Barcode's your first spawner. He's going to be at S2.
But a few heads that are standing up that weren't previously on the side of Native Gaming.
Really nice baiting and switching coming in from Loop. You can't deny it from Shopify. And if this was a 44-48, I might even think a bit differently. The final kill does come in there in the end. 50-45 is your final score. Yeah, 1. And as I said, you dream of things like this. Competitive Halo has never been this tight. And I just am so excited to be here. There's going to be so many stories written this weekend. There's going to be hearts that are broken. Champions, of course, crowned. And so many teams that could hoist that trophy at the end of the weekend.
Well, Shopify are going to have a pretty commanding lead at this point, doubling up now on the score. And this triple cap that they had momentarily is going to be continued.
Shopify with a very nice 50-point uncontested hold to get the lead here moments ago.
Suppressed, gets taken down.
Just had to rotate back to also come back and get the kill on C-Stairs. Really nicely done. It paves the way for Mental to hit shots like this. 3 dead. Gilky's your last player alive at A.
Doesn't want to give his position away. Now the attention taken away. He's going to find one, but...
It's brained.
Wait, that... Tappin's killing everything. Doesn't matter what color you are, what team you're on.
Tappin gets the collat team kill, the betrayal on the melee.
Tappin gets an overkill. That's all that really matters. And Gilky is running that flag.
I think technically it's a kill tag.
God.
I think with the betrayal, it's a kill tag.
Down. Barcode's going to find him as well. Suppress trying to put damage down, but it's a 2v2 on the map.
Beautifully done. APG even uses the last little bit of overshield as well to get all the way back here. Make sure to reload in time, but knows there's a few more kills they need to get together.
They know someone is here. They're sniffing Mental out, and APG says, run that flag, buddy. I'm going to find Mental and deal with him myself. Mental's still being annoying, though. He's still been such a problem. And now the pressure. Look how things are flipped. Look at the map setup. Look at the map control for Shopify Rebellion. And even though APG has managed to flank around and managed to survive, that flag still isn't home. Cycle! Cycle! Whip to himself!
What did we say? The sniper rifle, 2 kills can change everything. Cycle's doing it again here. 3 dead. Gilky's your last player alive in the back of the base. They get the flag stop. They get the return.
For Native, they might be able to get a touch here, and Suppress does, but Barcode gets an important kill once more. APG trying to get that return. Here comes Cycle. Does he have the timing? Of course he does. He gets the touch.
Oh my, and he has the help as well. Gets a double kill. It's huge. You thought the run was over, but Mental flies in bottom as well. Cycle should be able to bring this flag home.
Gilky gets a couple himself, but I don't think there's anyone with a line of sight apart from him to cut this down. It's 2-2.
Maybe even have to drop. Oh, soul snipe.
Oh! What? That one's been practiced.
Unbelievable insta. Cycle's the one that gets the kill in the feed, but watching that from the receiving end was disgusting.
2 snipes here.
Watching that from the receiving end was disgusting.
2 snipes here. 2 snipes here for Shopify Rebellion. Suppressed has one. Soul Snipe has the other. They have them pinned in the base. This is the chance. This is the opportunity to close this series out. It's 3 dead for Native Gaming. Tappin's last alive. He's going to challenge Soul Snipe just buying time. Suppress gets that kill, and surely now, with Suppress dominating the respawners with that sniper rifle, it's going to be the final flag going in here. On the side of Shopify Rebellion, they hold up the challenge. They will win the game. They will win the series, but boy, did they have to work for it.
His own at that door, just trying to prevent them from being able to come in. Trippy with the big connection, able to get the kill. That's going to be the second point for Optic Gaming, and they do it in the fight.
Wow, and just that calm play there from all those members of Optic. Sure, there was a little bit of jitters as they're fighting through and such, but nobody overcommitted towards there. You saw Lucid just back and forth from the scoreboard, laying down shots.
They do so expertly. But now, does Quadrant wait? Can't grapple that. He was holding W so, well, I was saying W for me, but he was holding forward on the joystick so much so he can try and stop that momentum. But in any case, though, they're going to look at where things are right now on the scoreboard. Big kill there for Sika. He got Trippy in the secret. He actually gets that stop. Formal's going to still be inside. Massive snipe there from Formal. Only one more tick, and that is going to do it. 3 points for Optic Gaming. But remember, game's not done yet. 1:35 left on the clock. We're going over to that green hill there, and very important to note, this is where Quadrant started things off hot at the beginning of this one.
Not gonna lie, I almost feel like Optic could just be
tick on down, and I think Quadrant has conceded that they cannot break through, and Optic Gaming will pick up map 1 in this best-of-5 series.
Great plays there by Optic Gaming. A lot of times you're playing more aggressive than you should. Later on, you're playing too cautious.
Yeah, exactly. Formal took a sweet time for that one. One shot at Snipe Drone too, so you might be able to get picked up quickly here. Continuing to lay down some shots. Snipe Drone's still alive, but he finally is going to get wiped out. Massive win for him to just keep himself in this fight. But Dead Zone gets a double kill off screen with a sticky.
Double sticky, I'm guessing.
Okay.
But it also almost looked like the sticky was on both their screens. So I don't know if he hit 2 stickies back to back or if that's just what happens when you get that stick. And oh my God, triple kill for SLG.
Give it!
He get it!
Give it! Overkill for SLG, baby! Locks it up. That's going to be a 4-kill lead, and my man is just out there looking for those kills. You're up 43-41 with only 2 kills, and you have to pick up those critical victories. Kind of like what we're seeing right here. Big battle now, but those bullets, they're disappearing. They're not connecting with Dead Zone, and somehow, some way, Dead Zone is still alive.
Both of them alive.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, round 2, you want to do it again? Gentleman's agreement.
Round 2, ready, fight.
And just gets obliterated there over in the loop. But these are all such tricky, difficult battles.
Feels like Dead Zone's been blinking for at least 5 years, but Formal's going to be sitting up on top. He got himself that camouflage. He's looking for an opportunity to be able to jump in here. He knows there's a chance for him to be Batman. Swoop in, maybe get himself a kill. They see him. They're running away from him. They're like,
don't
wait
know
a
where
minute.
he's at.
Oh my God!
How calm and collected do you have to be if you're Formal in that situation?
We're now 3-0 over Quadrant. Can bring this back and respond to a reverse sweep here Friday at the Halo World Championship. SLG at the start is going to get himself a double kill. First one on that board, and he'll get himself that luscious camo to boot. He'll take himself another kill there too. So far, so good for Quadrant.
They just need to hold this 2-cap setup here until they get some more control. And that's going to be 2 down, but let's see what SLG can do to answer it. Does not check the full corner there, and eventually does turn around and get Dead Zone, though.
I was worried about that, because that would have been hilarious.
No, it's slowed down a little bit.
10 points.
It is about over.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Optic Gaming here. They're still going to be up in the series, but Quadrant desperately needed this win. 5 points remaining here, and that could very well be all she wrote. They got to remove this player from the B hill. They managed to get the stop, and that is going to be forcing a map 4 unless Quadrant cannot stop Optic here. You got a lot of players in the green wall inside of batteries trying to prevent this here, but with 3 points remaining and now Optic on the board, it's strongholds. Remember, there is still an opportunity for Optic to be able to win this, but it's going to be hard.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, Optic would literally have to play perfect Halo here for 200 points, and that's just going to be a very tall order, a big ask. I don't really foresee that happening. It's going to take Quadrant to get one exchange where they come ahead and slays, and they'll grab one stronghold. But there's going to be an opening kill onto Formal. SLG going to be grabbing.
Imagine.
I could imagine, but, you know.
It ain't happening, but imagine.
It ain't happening.
Well, the flip's starting to come through over toward B and C, and that should very well be the end of this one, unless Optic have anything to say about it. Every single time I got a little ahead of myself, Optic answer right back, but this time ain't gonna happen. Quadrant stay alive in the series, and we're going to map 4.
First gap coming in here for Optic. Good job as they broke through, and they're also in a great spot for a second grab, and that's exactly what Formal does. Formal grabs the second flag, multiple opportunities. One, he opens up the counter cap opportunity. Two, he opens up the recovery opportunity.
Yeah.
Recovery didn't happen that time, but that backup plan came to play.
Yeah.
The flag ran all the way back, and we got a killing frenzy from Formal.
What the hell?
When did that happen? What's going on here?
My guy just chilling, living his best life, picking up these shots. He's got more in the chamber to work with too. And look at these players from Quadrant fall as Optic Gaming now get movement on another flag. Could be their second here. Is anyone in a position to try and make any sort of stop happen? It does not seem to be the case at all. You can even see where those spawns are starting to come in too. There's just nowhere that they can go. Overshield's been grabbed for Optic Gaming. That's going to be the second cap. And I mean, that just was clean, bro.
And it'll be ironic if the time that Formal dies is when he has OS, but he is just getting up close and personal here. Gets double. Does not care about continuing that spree. Instead,
shaked out in that Strongholds game. You know they're going to want to go back to the drawing board on that one. But if it ain't Formal putting it together with that sniper rifle, it's probably going to be Lucid with it too. And there's Formal on the push. They are all over these guys. Quadrant cannot seem to get out of that base.
No, I mean, it's tough. They just keep getting pushed back. And that's what happens, especially if you lose your sniper. You see this crossfire.
No one there to stop him, and it's going to be Formal locking it in, and a 3-1 finish for Optic Gaming. A strong start here at the Halo World Championship after a rocky start in Salt Lake City due to illness.
They're not interested in stepping outside. Suppressed on the staircase, has to back away towards his basement. Manages to a little bit of help with mixed martial arts. Clear out his base, and Cloud9 draw first blood in the house now. Septify and Manny are combining together here. Suppress takes care of one with a fresh 5 shots. Camouflage now popped up. If they're not too careful, all 4 members in house now. Suppress gets one. It's traded out. Sab's in trouble. Uses the quantum translocator to get out and re-engage. Soul snipes down to no shields. A lot of damage has been done here, but nobody's capitalizing on it. Sab's down to no shields, no half shields, excuse me. So nervous, in fact, that he backs away from that kill, knowing the next couple of kills are going to be too important. And it comes the Wave Rebellion.
One more push, but I think it's going to be too slow. And Cloud9 should be taking the round here and will be taking the first round here on Old Bull Street. So despite it being one of Rebellion's best, Cloud9 have showed they are very much here to play.
Ball was played straight into the wakeful, the watching hands of Suppressed. He caught it, dropped it immediately to make sure it wouldn't progress over that halfway point, and now they only need 8 more seconds. 2 dead for Cloud9. This one looks done. It looks dusted. Rebellion will tie us up here 1-1 in the oddball, 1-1 in the series.
Yeah, this is far better, or was far better from Shopify Rebellion.
Few mistakes left in the chamber. Fortunately, they're once again, Dan, on those staggered spawns. Rebellion have done such a great job of splitting them up, dividing and conquering. That's been the story of this oddball. Shopify Rebellion win this game 2-1.
The Rebellion try one more attempt at this one, or do they just give it up? I think the nades are going to dictate that, and the nades do secure the kill, so there is still going to be a push opportunity here for Rebellion. 3 dead on the side of Cloud9. The Suspector is still alive to be a thorn in the side.
Suspector, pivotal here then. Has 1 grenade to play with. It has got to be good. They've got players positioned over towards tower. Soul Snipe in trouble. Communication was good. Spectre made sure that kill got cleaned up. They've got to play this one expertly. All they need to do is break this one open. They should be able to claim the hill. They step inside. Both players swing in the miss. Both have T-Rex arms. Cloud9 go down by 3. Septify, the last man standing. He's in a brawl with Cycle. He wins it. And he wins the hill for Cloud9.
Massive by Septify to ensure they get that first round on the board. We're dead on the side of Rebellion. Cloud9 getting closer and closer to sending us to a game 5.
Suspector trying to get those sticks, will eventually land one, and you can see Cycle leans back in frustration. Septify steps out and takes control of blue once more. Time is dwindling down. Mental steps in. He's not facing the right direction. Cloud9 push us to a shootout. We're going to a game 5.
So impressive.
A lot of pressure on the shoulders of a young man, but it's because he's earned that respect, I think, of a lot of people. What? As Stella starts to turn it on.
Okay, unbelievable 180, just unbelievable geometry that Stellar's pulling off there on that shot. Picks up another one as well. 3 dead, Talik last player alive. Things are heating up. 4 dead.
He's gonna take over here. Stella gets the 2 kills. This one in, a couple of bandits you would imagine will be traced on him. That's why he's just taking a little sudden step before he forces it in.
8 shots in this rifle, which spells about 8 problems for the side of Pure, and to be honest, that could be a lot of spawn rotations, could even be a few flags as well. First one will connect, and Stellar continues his reign of terror.
Like the pieces are falling together. Legend gets taken down by Druck inside of the base, and Pure might be about to answer back here. Stellar finds one, but the road looks pretty clear here for Cherish to run this one in. Bound trying to do what he can, but we're tied up at 1-1, and Pure do make the most of that second run.
Advantages as well. He wraps it. Do they have the kills? Do they have the cover? They should be able to. Heavy engine angle coming in from Stellar and Eco. Will they get the stop?
Torlik's got work to do here. Torlik got so much work. Last shot is flanking behind him as well, and that is going to be the kills picked up. Legend the only last hope here, but Druck's going to be there. Bound gets a kill somehow. Bound gets 2 kills somehow. Legend is still alive. Torlik deals with him. Bound might go all of them here to send this flag home, but finally, Pure get the touch they need, and they are
on S2. Somehow Bound manages to make sure it does not go down. They should cap here.
Takes a second. Stellar has been taken down, but there's no overextenders here, and it will be tied up at 2-2. 60 seconds left on this game clock.
Game number 1 was really just trying to go toe-to-toe with SSG. Fly into the battle, get into the mix, keep things messy, play your game. And that's how they kept things close. Nice little job to defend here. See if they can pick up even more. That spike should flush him out. Bound somehow does get taken down. Stellar, though, with the camo, this is going to be dangerous. He picks up one. You get the feeling it's going to be a triple kill to open things up for Stellar.
Pure yet to get a point on the board, by the way. And one thing that you kind of hinted at is how strategic this approach has been from SSG. Any kind of hint that they are not going to have control of the map and they might fold a few numbers, they leave that oddball. They are working in what feels like 10, 15-second chunks instead of looking for anything extra.
Legends.
Sad.
That's it.
Reluctant to continue playing. 16-1 for Legend, as it will be Spacestation who close out round number 1.
Your last. If you have nades, like...
You step back heavy, step back heavy.
Oh, that's good shit. Nice,
Watch back heavy, watch back heavy.
Well, a perfect time to jump out the listening as Cherish is getting fired up here, and Pure are certainly back into this game. They trail by just a couple of points, but the kills they're racking up now get the oddball back into their hands. They're back into a lead here.
Or just a little bit of miscommunication there. They give away a free kill, but the pressure still being applied here on Driveway.
Cherish finds 2. Once again, it's a double. Can he turn 3? Yes, he can. It's perfect shots from Cherish to put 3 stars on your screen. And we're kind of finding their playbook.
Stellar on last shot. A battle we never tire of watching there. All the way pushed back, but Pure, as you mentioned, with very good progress here. They're going to try to flush Stellar out. If they do, Stellar picks up 1. Pinched against the glass. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. Now 3 fall for Pure. Cherish was the last player alive. Druck's going to be a spawner.
For time that has been picked up by either of these sides, and Eco's going to try and stack this with Stellar as well. And SSG are moments away now from stealing this one away, and they will go up by 1. It's a story as old as time. Opportunity to step inside of this hill with SSG. 2 dead, but Stellar laid the trap, and last shot took the bait.
Cherish gets dinged a bit as well. And just when you feel like you got a golden opportunity, let Stellar be the spoiler of dreams. Shuts down any attempts to hold.
Torlik's going to fall as well, and that should be it. No one close enough. Druck makes the miracle play, but it's not going to happen. And SSG hold off Pure and will go 3-1 in this series and take that double.
You see Complexity being offensive, pushing out, and it's easy when you have something like Breaking Shot. Starting off this match, 9 kills, 2 deaths. More kills than the entire FaZe roster right now on the board. But Complexity, they just need one big break right here. They need to get kills on this Camo player. They need control of Nest. What route do they decide? We'll find out.
A couple calls coming through there. You seeing the tags? They're making halfway progress now. FaZe looking to come back. He's going to get one in the whack there, but he can't find the second, and instead he's going to hit it with a Shoryuken off the map. But it is going to be FaZe still holding on to this one. Breaking Shot looking to challenge, but Snakebite with some good nade placement is going to prevent him from getting up onto that bridge, and he needs some help here to try and stay up.
And look at these routes he's taking. He's opting to hide over towards top green rather than bottom because he realized it's just a pure, easy sitting target at bottom green where he can't see where the threats or grenades are coming from. Instead, FaZe somehow capture that hill. We're going to a 7th and final hill here, Golden Boy.
Yeah, you call it.
Know where pushes can come from. Looks like Snakebite is found over the dummies, and you know he needed that finish. It's going to be tough. You got to take the jump up. There's too many long
They got control.
But all of a sudden, Ryan Noob decides to make the long flank. Gonna go through pillars, gonna go through door. And you gotta wonder, is he out of the fight for too long? He's able to get that first pick, but right now, FaZe have the numbers advantage on top of the map. But I guess if they get filtered down to you and scared out, it doesn't matter.
It could very well be it.
Somehow.
This is now, it is flipped over toward FaZe because we were asking a question before, how does Complexity break out of this? Well, job done. They achieved that goal, and they're getting dangerously close to being able to close this one out. So now the question is, how does FaZe break out of this? Because they have found those moments in the past, but Complexity, they're making this really difficult for them to do so. Only a hair's breadth away from being able to get into that hill, and oh my goodness, FaZe managed to get their bodies in there in time, and they're holding this one down. Does Complexity have what it takes to dig deep and get inside of that hill in this critical moment in time? They do not, and FaZe pick up the dub, and Frosty lets them know what's really good.
How often do you see Frosty pop off?
We just need to see 21 more kills. But you know what, though, Dave? I did say previously that I felt like one of the big things that they need to do, get two players put in a really bad spot and then try and, test your luck that way. And hey, they did it. The problem is they did it when they only have 4 kills left to give. And now you have 1 more remaining. Snakebite's got himself the camo. It ain't gonna matter. It's gonna be a back whack to end it, and that will be all she wrote. Oh man, first Red Bull professional player, now fortune teller.
Actually, no, I did get to see Neil. He did the old Carl Sagan speech when I went to a speech of his. He did.
So you're an intellectual?
I wouldn't say that. Most people wouldn't call me an intellectual, but
yeah, I definitely wouldn't. All right, well,
it was pretty fun watching him do that speech in front of the audience. So.
Hell yeah. I totally agree with that. And I also agree with a beautiful triple cap here from FaZe Clan to start things off.
Top A, maybe his teammate helps him against that finish before, but that's one thing why Halo will always remain.
It ain't gonna get any better here. You gotta do something now. You gotta respond right now. You only got 3 points remaining, or you get on to C, but it ain't gonna happen. And GG, FaZe Clan, just like that. Blink and you missed it. Pick up the win, pick up the series 3-0, and end pool play in clean fashion.
Formal's made a little bit of progress, but not that much. Oh my. Formal rips the face of Lethal. A jiggle peek finds the face. Boo Boo Doo Boo could be his next victim. Wisely backs away, does Boo Boo. But with all the pressure that they've applied, they only have a 1-cap advantage. Still an opportunity for Sentinels to answer back here.
Lucid, pick it up. And Lucid's like, all right, let's get to work. And you cannot be comfortable on Argyle when either of these players have a sniper rifle. This flag probably is going to amount to nothing, so you have to focus on defense instead.
Whoa. You speak about
hold up,
working, do some work. He's clocked in, he's locked in, he's ripping faces. Let's go, Formal. He knows exactly where those 2 players are attempting to go. Here comes the push. Lethal will fall. Falcate will join him. Formal double kill. Looking for a third, it won't come.
Sentinel's going to start throwing everything into the kitchen sink forward. Sadly, you can throw all you like at Formal. He's going to be ready and waiting.
Formal's not really afraid of the kitchen sink right now, it seems. He's shooting absolutely everything. Oh my. Body shot.
Stop
Falcate
it.
Gets put in the dirt as well. Locks in Booba Dooba almost. You can tell he thought about going for the flag, but perhaps recognizing top middle was a better place to be. He's now starting to apply pressure. Going to come from Sentinels, and it has to. They're running out of time here in this game. The first one's not going to be good. Lethal steps out. Falcate abandoned them. He also falls. Triple kill. An unofficial one. Sniper rifle now scooped up as well. And he's got Sentinel sniper, and he can put it to work. As he repositions top middle now. Sentinels are running out of time.
So map 2 then is going to be... No, I think this is arguably one of the problems that Sentinel's going to face now. Is you saw the way Lucid played that. He just kind of waiting around the corner, waiting for them to push pistol. He heard the footsteps, communicated that to the team, and it was just a matter of throwing grenades. And I think there's 2 snipers in the hands now of Optic, so this is going to be a rough last minute and 20 for Sentinels.
There's 2 snipers on the map, but Lucid's, I think, changed teams as he shot Trippy in the face. I have to understand what happened there. Is it a 5v3? Nope, he's back on Optic again. Precision falls. 2 more players of Sentinels over towards that screens area, and Falcade goes down as well.
The flag is on the spot. Who wants it? Formal says, you know what, thank you very much, I'll put it away. Optic Gaming dominate game 1 here on the main stage.
It was a wham and it was a bam, what we're going to see. A lot of Halo to be played between here and then as Lucid rips the face from Boo Boo, sliding across the screen, still hits the face. Working better as a team. Maybe just planting the seed of doubt in Optic Gaming that this one's not going to be as easy as it looked like it was going to be after the first couple of games. Lethal gets a double kill. Falcade gets one as well. Formal's inside Tram. They need 10 seconds. Time is running out for Optic Gaming. All of a sudden, the script has been flipped. Sentinels showing signs of life. Just planting the seed of doubt in Optic Gaming. Sentinels not going away. Could go the distance.
I mean, at this point, even if you're on the east coast of North America, you still, thank you for staying up late. It's starting to get later all around the world. It's still in the early evening, I'd say, here in Seattle. And still plenty of Halo to be played if Sentinels keep playing in the way they...
Baiting and switching, capitalizing on the damage that's being done. The bait and switch has been on point now. But that could soon change. As now the Optic Gaming machine starts to roll. Formal camouflage shock rifle connects with one. And they now have complete control of this blue plat. All the work Sentinels have put in could be undone by Formal with a shock rifle and a camouflage.
Just lining them up and knocking them down.
Scoreline. Also, just look at how far back Legend is playing there. Oh, does he snag
Oh,
it?
that was
He
freaking
does.
dirty, dude.
Through the shroud.
Just looking for bodies. Gonna find one. Should find two as well. Sab with this overshield, looking to win the game almost single-handedly here. Playing off this damage. It's a triple. Surely it's the over. It's the overkill for Sab when it matters. Wasted. So ITB, you can see Druck has got decisions to make, but he doesn't look sure what he wants to make. The repulse from Chink as well with the rocket. Now, looking for more damage before they carve the window to try and pull this flag, but unfortunately for him, teammates around him don't do the work, and he says, forget that, I'll do it myself.
3 dead, 4 dead here. The pulse should be coming in momentarily. That's a spawner. It's going to be Last Shot. This is an important 1v1, but Last Shot gets both. Shuts down what was about to be a considerable ITB progress on that flag run. And oh my God, and now Cherish just adding insult to injury here. 2 flags minimum within that time.
You can see Williams trying to buy time at the moment. The repulse is going to come back.
Around window should be a comfortable hold here, and more importantly, all eyes on the power-up as well. The angles on Jimbo, that'll be a guaranteed power-up.
Still, I'll see you in a few seconds. Anyway, Jim's going to be sent back to the death screen again, as he has no idea that Torlik is there, thanks to that camouflage. And with 19 points on the board already, Pure with a very strong start in this game, and Torlik with a very strong start in this game as well. He's 5-0.
Oh my.
Make it 6